Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Combat Assault Horizon Legacy. We'll see you after the briefing.
Stop the enemy from launching the ballistic missiles. Based on the information gathered by Cassiopeia, the rebels are planning a ballistic missile attack on major Yujian cities. The location is an underground missile silo at Faith Park Gorge. The facility was believed to be abandoned long ago, but it looks like they've restored it. Our intelligence department has hacked into their network and is trying to shut down the missile launch program, but chances are slim. We must destroy the above-ground exhaust duct to make the launch physically impossible. The missile silos are scattered deep inside the gorge. Precise handling will be required, so be careful.
I'm trying to think of what game it was. It's like, it was one of those, like, Resident Evil knockoffs that just, the voice acting in it was worse than Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, that clip from, like, the worst voice acting of all time.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, for those of you not benefiting from the conversation we had over the briefing, we were just reminiscing about, like, Ace Combat 2's terrible voice acting.
That guy's not really Slash.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Should have a top hat.
I keep telling everyone, he's not that Slash.
I wish you'd select Johnny 5 Aces Combat as your wingman, but I guess that's not really a viable option. It does look, I'm gonna give it to you, you're right, this does look a lot better than the PlayStation 1 version of the game at the very least.
Oh yeah, they went all out making this thing, and the thing of it was, like, they didn't really have to either. Like, no one was clamoring for, like, you know, an updated re-release or, like, a strange real canon-friendly version of Ace Combat 2, and yet Project Aces just went ahead and did it anyway.
I feel like that's kind of what they do with all of their stuff at this point, isn't it? Just like, you're gonna get this game now. You might not want it.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the best way I can sum up Assault Horizon. It's like,
True.
we're gonna make a Call of Duty game, whether you like it or not.
Fuck your sensibilities and what you desire.
Yeah.
This is what you want now. How does this control? Is it mostly like the joystick kind of attachment? Or?
Yeah, circle pad is your basically directional control, and like the shoulder buttons are your throttle, and then like the actual face buttons are more or less the same setup as they are on the PS1, PS2, and Xbox 360 games.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess you can do that with the DS, or 3DS, I should say.
And then if you get the like the Circle Pad Pro attachment for it, then you can manipulate the camera around with it like you could on the PS2 Ace Combats.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm taking it you don't have your Circle Pad Pro hooked up because you're doing these fancy flip around maneuvers.
Trizzlepany actually does have a Circle Pad Pro for this thing, and he has shown it off occasionally.
Oh. I really need to actually pay attention to things.
I have the best guest commentators, don't I?
The best people. Also the best words, and possibly the best memory.
Yep.
Because you knew exactly.
I have a good brain, I have a very big brain.
Usually consult yourself and do co-commentary by yourself.
Yeah.
And also delay announcing who your vice presidential candidate will be. Or, well, I guess your guest commentators will be.
Yeah.
That'll show us. Anyways. Now that I've called you a racist.
What?
Well, I mean, I was likening you to it.
It's not a Star of David, Lazyfire. It's a sheriff's badge.
This is what you get for completing all the missions with 100%. I don't see how you could think it was anything different. Oh, you just use the ground there to continue moving on, I see.
Oh yeah, you can, like, because of like the way the 3DS like handles like with the control scheme, you can do some really sick like grinding on the air.
I'm glad that they decided to combine the Tony Hawk games and Ace Combat together. If for no other reason than that's pretty fun.
Confirmed kill.
Like, some planes are able to do it a lot more than others. But yeah, like, the fast ones, like, the Rafale here, are able to do that really well.
Oh, yeah.
Or is that the Typhoon? I still cannot tell those two apart.
The same plane. Sure. I think it's an F-22.
Yes.
I imagine the F-135 would actually, or F-35 would actually do pretty well on the whole grinding thing, considering its natural habitat is the ground.
Just about. But yeah, the story I keep going back to about the Rafale and the Typhoon is that, like, originally, like, the Eurofighter, the Typhoon, was going to be designed by, like, a whole bunch of European countries like Britain, France, Italy, Germany, and then Dassault Aviation, the French fighter firm. Oh wow, Max and Goose are just one enemy in this game, okay.
Huh. They just put them into one plane.
Yeah, even though the F-23, or the YF-23, is a one-seater plane.
Isn't that a training plane?
No, it was the competitor plane that the F-22 went up against and ultimately lost to. But yeah, anyways, back to the Rafale, or the Rafale, or however you pronounce it. Like, for whatever weird-ass reason, Dassault Aviation pulled out of the Eurofighter project, and they went, fuck you, Europe, we're gonna make our own plane. And that's how the Rafale came about.
That's, oh yeah. It sounds like a pretty good path to success right there. We're gonna make our own plane and sell it to our own country. This is very perfect. European Union. Well, I guess Britain had to jump out of that design program too.
I was gonna say hashtag Frexit.
It's coming, man.
Yeah, that shit could possibly happen. Christ.
Get ready, man. You ever play Tom Clancy's Endgame?
No.
Yeah, when the European Union, the US, and China go at each other in voice commands for no reason.
Good God.
For no good reason. That's the I believe that is going to be the longest lasting request in the request thread, by the way. Is going to be somebody going, please, please, please play Tom Clancy's Endgame with voice controls. No one wants to do that shit. You think this is? It's not a fucking charity. I don't want to fucking put myself through that shit for you. I like how you took 3 points of damage, or well, the person playing took 3 points of damage but was grinding on the ground and hit, like, straight on hit cliff faces twice.
Oh yeah, like, smacking into the ground in this game, unless you, like, lawn dart it head on, there is, like, barely any punishment for it.
I wonder if that's a design decision rather than something that the game, did by accident. Like, they know that this is actually going to be one of those things where flying is a little bit more difficult than it would be with a controller, so they just said, fuck it.
No, I think that was entirely intentional, because that happens in, like, Assault Horizon 2, like, on the, like, the actual consoles. You can, like, bounce off the ground, and your plane will take, like, a couple points of damage.
Huh. In the Battlefield 1 Alpha, if you fly a plane into the ground, there's a chance that you'll just, like, bounce off the tree or something like that. It's kind of funny, actually. People get really upset about it. It's not realistic, man. As long as Ace Combat exists, whatever's realistic does not matter.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed you can't pull off, like, a Rendezook in, like, Ace Combat.
Oh, if you could. Jump out of your plane, fire a rocket, because you're clearly... No, you throw a missile from the bottom of your plane at the other plane. Is clearly the answer here.
Look, I've got a gif of the, like, someone pulling a Zook with, like, a literal magnum. They hop out of the plane, pull the gun out, shoot a guy in a tower, then hop back in the plane and keep flying.
That's, yeah, that sounds like a Battlefield thing. After having played as many hours of it as I have, I gotta tell you, that sounds like a Battlefield thing.
Oh god, yeah.
No more of that in Battlefield 1, let me tell you. If you jump out, you're not getting back in that plane. Jeez. There's an animation to get back in, so you don't just teleport into it.
So are you going to be LPing Battlefield 1, confirm or deny?
Confirm.
Awesome. It is your brand. You cannot escape it.
I have too many brands. I'm gonna diversify a little bit less, I think. What the fuck? Just hover?
Yeah, that's like... Dude, pulling up a high G turn in this game, like, you can, like, push the, like, the throttle and the brake at the same time, and you can pull off some crazy maneuvers.
Jesus.
And, yeah, that is just taken to its absurd, like, limit.
It's like Mario Kart Blue Sparks bullshit. Like, seriously.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the amiibo planes. This is the Princess Zelda plane. You can sort of see her face on there. So, yeah, these planes, like, they're all Nintendo proprietary, and like they're all like stat hacked to shit.
That's,
see, look at that.
That's fucking ridiculous.